So now we will be doing the last packet tracer of the SRWE bridging course, which is the WLAN configuration. So we have here the devices, so we need to configure this, and also this the addressing table. So we reference our configuration in this table, and also we have the WLAN information. So for the objectives of this activity, you will configure both a wireless home router and a WLC based network. So we will implement both WPA2 PSK and WPA2 enterprise security. So configure a home router to provide Wi-Fi connectivity to a variety of devices. So configure a WPA2 PSK security on a home router. So configure interfaces on a wireless LAN controller. Configure WLAN on a wireless LAN controller also. So configure WPA2 PSK security on wireless LAN and connect host to wireless LAN. So also configure WPA2 enterprise on a WLAN and connect host to the WLAN. So this is the topology. Next is verify connectivity, wireless LAN connectivity. Background or scenario. You will apply your WLAN skills and knowledge by configuring a home wireless router and an enterprise WLC. So you will implement both WPA2 PSK and WPA2 enterprise security. Finally, you will connect host to each WLAN and verify connectivity. I have here the part 1 and the part 2. So we have the part 1, configure a home wireless router. So we'll focus on this side first, and then for the part 2, configure a WLC controller network. So in this screen side. So let's get started. Part 1, configure a home wireless router. So you are installing a new home wireless router at a friend's house. So you will need to change settings on the router to enhance security and meet your friend's requirements. So step 1 is change the HCP settings. So open the home wireless router. Go and change the router IP and HCP settings according to the information in the addressing table. So for the home wireless router, zoom it a little. So open the wireless router, go and change the router IP and HCP settings. Can't resize according to the information in the addressing table. So we have here the homeless router, the internet IP address, HTTP, this one up should be 192.168. 6.1 6, and then the subnet mask of 27, so 24, 25, 26, 27. We're not configuring this internet connection type. Next is permit a maximum of 20 addresses to be issued by the router. So we have the maximum number of 20 here. And then configure the HCP server to start with the IP address 3, the 3 on the LAN network. So just need to change this to 3. Then configure the internet interface of the router to receive its IP address over the HCP. So verify the address, what address did it receive. So we need to configure the internet interface of the router. Okay, we need to verify the address, what the address did it receive. Then configure the static DNS server to the address in the addressing table. DNS server. We have this server. Okay. So then that 100.100.252. So that's it. Need to apply changes. 224, 25, 67. So next is configure the wireless LAN. So the network will use the 2.4 GHz wireless LAN interface. Configure the interface with the SSID shown in the wireless LAN information table. So use channel 6. Be sure that all wireless hosts in the home will be able to see the SSID. Here, already saved it. Okay. Next is the wireless, and the network will use the 2.4 GHz. So configure the interface with the SSID shown in the wireless LAN information table. Use home SSID. Here, enable this. Then use channel 6. Okay. Save the changes. Configure security. So configure wireless LAN security. Use WPA2 personnel and the passphrase shown in the wireless LAN information table. So secure the router by changing the default password to the value shown in the wireless LAN information. So the first one is we need to configure the wireless LAN security. Second one, so use WPA2 personnel. Personnel here, and then the password shown in the wireless LAN information table. What? And the passphrase shown in the wireless LAN. Okay, so this is the passphrase. We have the SS. Passphrase is Cisco 123. Next, apply the changes. Next is secure the router by changing the default password to the value shown in the wireless LAN information. Secure the router by changing the default password. We will use also the password Cisco 123. Security. Where is it? Administration tab. So I need to change the password. For password, I need to type in Cisco 123. So this one, Cisco 123. Okay. Then we apply the changes. Next is connect clients to the network. So open the PC wireless app on the desktop of the laptop and configure the client to connect to the network. So open the PC wireless app in the laptop. Connect here. We have this, the home SSID. Connect Cisco 123. You have successfully connected to the access point. Next is open the config tab on the tablet, PC, and smartphone and configure the wireless interfaces to connect to the wireless network. So here this is smartphone. Config the wireless and SSID is home SSID. It is WPA2-PSK. The password is Cisco 123. This is the smart tablet. Home SSID, PSK2, and Cisco 123. Verify connectivity. The host should be able to ping each other in the web server. So they should also be able to reach the web server URL. First we need to ping. Example. Here. We'll ping first the web server. This is IP address. Let's wait. So we're getting a reply for the URL. Oops. Browser here. Cisco packages. Let's see command prompt. config all. So this is its IP address 192.168.6.6. So we'll ping this from the laptop. Ping. Getting a reply. So we are now 40% completed. And now we're on the part 2. So configure a WLC controller network. So configure the wireless LAN controller with 2 WLAN. So one WLAN will use WPA2-PSK authentication. So the other WLAN will use WPA2 Enterprise Authentication. So you will also configure the WLC to use an SNMP server and configure a DHCP scope that will be used by the wireless management network. So step 1 is to configure VLAN interfaces. So from the enterprise admin, so we need to navigate to the WLC-1 management interface by the web browser. To log into WLC-1, use admin as the username and Cisco123 as the password. So we have here the enterprise admin. We need to access this. WLC, and in the URL we need to use HTTPS. So type in admin Cisco 123. Next is configure an interface for the first WLAN. So we need to go to controller and interfaces, then configure an interface for the first WLAN. So we need to create new. So the interface name is WLAN 2. And then the VLAN identifier is, hit apply. Okay. Next is for the port number, just the 1. And then the interface IP address. So this is the interface IP address. 2 for the net mask we have /24. The gateway, so the gateway is router 1. So this is the interface address, G00/2. This is the gateway /2. This one here. So this one is the gateway. And then for the primary DHCP, the gateway address, so it's the same. Then okay, we just need to apply this. Okay. So we need to, next is we need to configure an interface for the second WLAN. So we will create new WLAN with the name WLAN 5, VLAN identifier 5, and port number 1 with these credentials. So we already created WLAN 2, so as you can see. Next we need to create new. For the interface name, we have the WLAN 5. The VLAN identifier is 5. Port number is, we just need to apply this first. So next is, port number is 1 also. And then the interface address is this one. Next, for the net mask, we have here 255.255.0. So the next one is will be gateway of the router. So 0005. We will use this gateway. Where are we? The primary DHCP address server, so it's also the gateway address. And okay, you just need to apply these changes or configuration. Click OK. So now for the step 2 is to configure a DHCP scope for the wireless management network. So configure and enable an internal DHCP scope as follows. Here in the left side, internal DHCP server, and click DHCP scope. Okay. So we need to create, click new. For the scope name, we have the management. Click apply. Now we will configure the our newly created scope, the management. Then for the full start address, we just need to type copy this, and then the full ends address. Then for the network, okay, and the net mask. Also for the default routers. So we just need to apply these changes. Okay. So configure the WLC with external server address. Configure the radius server information as follows. So we need to go to security, then radius authentication. So this is now. I think we need to create new server index. Here is 1 server IP server address. We have 10.6.0.254. Next is for the shared secret, radius.pw. Then we also okay. Then we just need to apply this. Okay. So next is configure the WLC to send logs information to SNMP server. So we click the management, SNMP, trap receivers. So we need to create new. And for the community name, we have the WLAN. Then for the IP address, we have 10.6.0.254. Status is enabled. Then click apply. Okay. Next is create the WLANs. So create the first WLAN. Need to create here. As you can see, we have no WLANs created. So create the first WLAN. Click go here, the new. So for the profile name, we have the wireless WLAN 2. Then the SSID is also 2, SSID-2, and the ID is 2. Okay. Just need to apply this. Okay. Next is the interface. So we need to select the interface, WLAN 2. The security is WPA2 PSK. Security. Okay, WPA2, then PSK. For the passphrase is Cisco 123. Correct. So verification. Okay. So under the advanced tab, go to the Flex Connect section, enable Flex Connect local switching and Flex Connect local route. So we have here the advanced, and just scroll down here to the bottom. You can see the Flex Connect. So we just check this checkboxes to enable this. Okay. Then click apply. For the security, apply these changes. Next is create the second WLAN. Need to get back here and then create again. So for the profile name, we have WLAN wireless WLAN 5. The SSID, we have the SSID /5, and then for the ID, we have 5. Click apply. Next is enable this, and then for the management will find security. Security, we have policy, then enable this one. Next is configure the WLAN to use the radius server for authentication. This. Then make the Flex Connect settings as was done in step 4A. In the advanced, is enabled. Hit apply. So we will just click back. I need to verify the status of VLAN 2. You just need to click enable here. So configure the host to connect to the WLAN. So use the desktop PC wireless app to configure the host as follows. So here, with the wireless host 1, PC wireless, wireless host should connect to wireless VLAN 2, and refresh. So VLAN 2 to connect. So we have the Cisco 123, I think. Oops. Cisco 123. Connect. We have successfully connected to the access point. And wireless host 2 should connect to the wireless VLAN 5 using credentials in the WLAN information table. here. PC wireless. I'm going to connect. Show this new. Enter a new profile here. Enter new file, new profile. So user WLAN 5. Okay. So we need to pick this one. Oops, for the advanced settings. Next. This is WPA2 Enterprise. Next. So the login name is user WLAN5. Password is this one. Next. Save. Connect to a network. So we already got the 100% completion. So we are now just waiting for this to connect. And now you have successfully connected to the access point.